gonna be there.
Richard Reid will be on hand to help the group understand, control, and ultimately conquer their fear.
And they may even question some of the things they have to do at times. But research and experience shows that this is the most effective way to overcome a phobia once and for all. Everything is going to be telling them to get themselves out of there. But the important thing is, this is going to be good for them. Sticking in there will help them to overcome their phobia once and for all. Peter, be kind to yourself, yeah? Think about what you're saying to yourself.
Peter, you haven't let anybody down.
Oh, I have.
No, you haven't.
You haven't. Look where you are.
This is the worst
You've
I've
gone
been.
the farthest.
What do I need to do, Richard?
Be kind to yourself, yeah? Look where you are. Congratulate you on what you've achieved.
Okay.
Well, I think the big thing is they need to recognise their own individual strengths and play to those. It's not about a one-size-fits-all, and this is where they fall down. Charisma is not about necessarily being the loudest person in the room or having a particular set of gestures. It's about recognising who you are and accentuating those unique qualities. And so many of these politicians are a one-size-fits-all. So we see that with Cameron, we see that with Clegg, and even Miliband is trying to get in on the act now, and it's quite cringeworthy, to be honest. It's a fine line. Some people just aren't going to get there at all. You have to have something to work with in the first place, but you can improve what you've already got. And I think the difficulty is perhaps with Ed Miliband in particular, is that he's...
Hell yeah,
exactly. He's been told to toughen up his act. And how inauthentic does that look? I watched that and I just felt my stomach tighten up. If they stay in their comfort zone, the phobia will stay. If they stretch themselves, they will gradually start to overcome that phobia. I'm just looking at the rest of the group. The rest of the group are going in there, and I think it'd be really great if you were to go in there because you're part of the group. What do you think if we do that together? Because I think you really need to do this if you're going to move on to the next step. Keep the breathing going, move away from the thoughts, okay? Look at me, please. Just breathe at me.
No.
You need to focus on your breath. You can get out when you've done your breathing, okay? Focus. You've done it, you've done it, you've done it. There he is, he's in. So all you got to do is put the lid on there, okay? Push it down firmly, and then you
both hands.
Put it in there and you're done.
Good work.
Fantastic, well done. Sarah Beth is probably one of the people in the group who finds it the toughest. And at the moment, she's quite shaky. I think the enormity of what she's achieved is yet to sink in, but when it does, that's going to give us so much momentum. How are you feeling right now?
I want to get out of here so bad.
Okay, that's the anxiety talking. It's so important to stay here because that is how you will learn that this is a safe environment and not something you need to run away from.
We're taking your calls on anger management and increasing stress levels in women. And Richard Reid, good morning, Richard. Good morning.
I think, as Dawn said, Melanie, I think you've got quite a lot going on there. Quite a lot going on, absolutely. So I think you need to sort of try and break it down. At the moment, it sounds like you're tying all those things together. And even if you just take one of those things and trying to make some inroads on that, it will give you a bit of momentum, a sense that you're starting to overcome the issues. CBT would be really helpful with something like this, Melanie, because it will teach you, first of all, how to start to break the problem down into parts. And I think, as Dawn quite rightly says, what it sounds like you're doing at the moment is that you are trying to control everything. And some of these things, it may be they are just the way that they are, but there will be elements that you can influence. And at the moment, because you're trying to tackle them all and give them all the same level of priority, it's going to give you that sense of overwhelm. This is the first task. It's really important that everybody does this, because if somebody doesn't, it undermines the strength of the group, but it's also so hard for that person to catch up, because after this we're really going to be stepping things up. My one concern is that some people are still of the mindset that they have to try and endure and just tick the box. And actually what we want is for people to be pushing themselves and maximising these opportunities. If you slow things down and try and enjoy rather than just push your way through head down, you will get more from it. You will overcome the phobia much, much quicker. It's not just about ticking the box, yeah? If you maximise this and get the most from it, you will move on far quicker. Go to the halfway line, take it in the view. Don't just try and get through it. Imagine you're enjoying it. Good luck, guys. We'll be here waiting for you. There is nothing here that you haven't already done today. You think about what you've already done today. That was a really tough challenge for them. Not only is it a confined space, but it's a very long vessel and it's quite a long way to get to the exits.